but really, what was this a movie or?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna Google it because Keith won't. For whatever reason, this is a bridge too far for him.
Well, I'm playing.
Whoopi
By now, Wander's chat
Goldberg.
should have picked up the slack.
Whoopi Goldberg, Dino.
No,
Cop.
my chat was getting
Wait,
completely inundated
it's called
with,
Dino Cop? Because I heard you guys
It's
talking
called
about
Theodore
a Dino Cop.
Rex. It's a buddy cop
Theodore
science
Rex.
fiction family film. Whew. Okay.
Oh.
Oh God.
Expect a commentary on the Save the Universe podcast of Theodore Rex.
I wouldn't mind doing a shit movie podcast at some point.
No,
What if
my
we
God.
spoiler cast Theodore
no,
Rex
no, no,
before
no.
anything good?
No, here's what we should do. Let's. I wanna actually do like a movie night some night. Figure out.
I know you
what
wanna
to
do a
watch
riff
while
tracks.
recording.
I know you want to do riff tracks real bad.
It would be so cool.
For
Then
real
have to-
riff tracks, though, aren't you supposed to like pre-watch the movie a bunch of times and have like jokes set up as opposed to just? Like, let's play
Definitely
the
makes it a
movie?
lot easier if you do it that way. Yes.
Yeah, but
I feel like it might
do you
just be
really want to
shit.
watch? Do you really want to watch Theodore Rex like multiple times?
Nah.
We could randomly give it a shot. I just feel like it might be kind of crap for us to be doing like live reactions to a movie.
You clearly have
I'll-
never heard me riff on a movie because I can improvise riffing.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Shell
no.
was showing me her like precious anime from her childhood, and we
My
had to
animus.
stop because we
Which
had to.
anime?
Theodore Rex.
Rayearth? Mystic Knight Rayearth.
Oh, Mr.
She
Knight.
was laughing so hard we had to pause so she could get catch her breath.
I know that at Andrew's house recently, 4 of us were watching Rogue One, and we could not stop talking about how awful everything was during that movie.
I think Theodore Rex is probably the best anime.
You should go post it in the anime sub channel on my Discord.
I would do
I'm
that,
sure they'll love you
Bert-
for it.
but I'm
Bert,
currently
I
playing
think you-
Fortnite.
I think when you're feeling particularly drunk and sassy, you should
Drunk
haunt
and
Keith's
sassy.
Discord and more or less just out anime Andrew with completely like fake things and more or less just like holier than thou anime nerd the entire way through while being completely full of shit.
I think the only thing that Bird's ever said on my Discord for like the last 2 months was Jesus fucking Christ.
I found
No,
garden
we're
gnome.
talking before that.
Am I supposed to destroy the garden gnomes?
Okay.
There's no
I'm-
joy to be found trolling Keith's Discord though, because they won't
suck
respond.
as much.
Yeah, like, they'll just be like,
So-
"That's nice." Like they won't
Okay.
give me anything.
So I have a synopsis of Theodore Rex, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
In an alternate futuristic society where humans and anthropomorphic dinosaurs coexist, a tough police detective named Katie Coltrane, Whoopi Goldberg, is paired with a
There's a
tyrannosaurus
lot.
Theodore
Okay,
Rex.
there's a lot
George
to suspend
Newbert.
disbelief
No, let me
on right now.
finish. Let me
Okay,
finish
okay,
first.
I mean, it's basically already the Mario movie.
okay,
So
okay.
they're
I'll
paired
be
up
set
to
up.
find the killer of dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals, leading them to a ruthless billionaire bent on killing off mankind by creating a new ice age.
Oh wait, I thought his aim was to destroy the dinosaurs, not the humans.
No, the people apparently. It's a dinosaur billionaire who's racist
Oh, it's
against
a
people.
dinosaur billionaire.
I don't know.
Dino DNA.
I mean, he might have started by killing off the dinosaurs for some reason. Look,
If
This
we want
is
to
a
do this at
goddamn
some point, we can do it.
awful-sounding
We
movie.
can do it when we're in the off season for D&D.
We're great,
Wait,
man.
wait.
This Saturday we
But-
just do Theodore
If
Rex.
this is- If this is an alternative universe where the dinosaurs
Oh,
didn't
mimic.
die off and became sentient, like, then there wouldn't be any like evidence of an ice age is just nearly wiped
I
them
can't
out.
see.
Wait, you can't see what?
Oh, where's the mimic?
I almost died.
yeah,
I
Mimic's
might
still
still
up.
die. I died.
Kill the mimic! Oh, where's
God
the
damn
mimic?
over by Keith.
Oh,
Where
my
the
stuff
Keith
lost
deed?
durability.
Oh, it's up there. Okay.
So a mimic trapped me in a corner, and the third-person camera failed me because third-person cameras suck.
Oh yeah.
And so
I've
I was
been having
standing
that
in a
problem
corner, and I couldn't see, and I couldn't move, and I was just slowly dying. I'm like, this is
Have fun with that in State of Decay, by the way. That third-person camera in that game is rough.
It said 5 lives remaining. What are lives in this game? Are they per mission?
You can only die 5 times on a mission before it boots you out.
Oh, wow. They're really expecting us to die a lot later.
It gets
Where's
harder,
the?
yeah.
Oh, you killed it
That's
already.
the mimic. No, this is the mimic. It went back to being a chest.
Oh. There we go.
Now you have to kill the mimic.
Yep,
Oh,
it
it gets its
reset
HP
completely.
back.
Yeah, that's weird. It revived itself. It's also not hard.
Oh,
No.
there's the survivor.
I was
Ow!
pinned in the
Ow!
corner, so I couldn't
Ow!
fight
Oh,
back.
it's hard. It's hard. Okay, it's dead.
So I got Dark Souls bird where I was pinned in the corner like this.
Oh, there it is.
Right.
And then I couldn't see anything in third person. Those like panic roll moments where you're like, I can't roll, I don't move anywhere. Ah!
Target located.
Everything's bad.
Drop the atlas
Dark
on the
Souls. I
target
think
when
I've
you're
heard of that. Is that that one movie starring Whoopi Goldberg and the T-Rex buddy cop?
ready. Bonus
There are so many
round
things
is now
called Dark
available.
Souls now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
We
was a
found, like,
book
a-
you were looking at.
Yeah,
or
we
something,
found like
right?
there's a book that was actually a shitty Amazon book that's just got to be a garbage series, but they renamed one of the books after publication to be called Dark Souls. It's part of some superhero like series that has really bad covers.
I remember one time I read a really shitty science fiction book called The Space
all of you
Mavericks.
guys make sure you're on the right quest, or maybe I'm the one on the weird quest.
What are you talking
I
about?
don't know what you're doing.
All my quest is literally I just need to finish this
Blue glows
mission.
the atlas.
I'm the one with the weird dumb quest.
Oh, what's your
Okay.
dumb quest?
Find a hidden stash somewhere.
A hidden
Oh,
stash.
fun.
What does that look like?
It'll just be like a pile of crap.
Yeah, we're
It'll
just
be
supposed to beat a mission.
lit
That's
up
it.
for
Yeah,
me.
we're just supposed to win.
Like I have daily
Yeah.
quests to destroy server racks and teddy bears.
Yeah.
I'm not finding any teddy bears so far.
Ooh, I found a chest.
Wait,
It's a mimic. Rawr!
wait,
I need a
what the
second.
hell is this? Wander, did you know about this?
No, but oh yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a
there are a
secret.
bunch of things that do that to you. Tires, I think, are the most common. I think there may be like mushroom things.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, there's
funny,
another
actually.
chest over here, but it doesn't look right. Except it's not there anymore.
Oh my God. Here's another one for you. Hammy and the T-Rex is another one to check out. Denise Richards ends up dating a guy whose brain is transferred into a robot T-Rex.
What?
Yeah.
You lost me at Denise Richards. I don't even want to know the rest.
By the way, chat had my back. Chat knew what the fucking robo dogs were. You lunatics that for some reason had no idea what I was talking about. Oh wait, that was EDF.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
The wrong game.
no
The
context.
wrong
right
game
now.
to bring this up in. You said Robo Dinosaur. And it reminded me of the thing from before that was in the other playthrough.
I like it how Bird goes for the ammo box. I go for the treasure chest.
I didn't see the treasure chest, you wongus.
One we can do is Warriors of Virtue, which is on YouTube.
I've always wanted to see
Well-
that. It has like these weird creatures on the front cover.
Except for like
It's
Warriors
Captain Planet with live action kangaroo costumes.
Warriors
Hey.
of Virtue, from what I remember, is like
I just remember-
acceptable quality.
I just remember it being one
No.
of those, like, maybe late 80s films that was at the library. And
The movie opens with like a racist kung fu chef who cooks with kung fu.
I don't remember that. I also saw it as like a kid.
Wait, what
a
did you
very
Yeah,
Really?
young
exactly.
kid.
That's why you
Yeah,
think it's
me.
acceptable.
Yeah, no,
I
that
don't
probably
know what else I'm
that
supposed to
movie's
do
fair.
for this mission,
The movie's
so I thought I'd
completely
throw a
absurd.
pickaxe at you. No, don't hurt me.
Well, for this mission, we're literally just supposed to deposit blue glow and fight the storm.
Yeah,
Just one of
Why
those
didn't we do
pictures.
that at the start of the mission then? I thought we wanted to do this
we
real
hadn't
quick.
found it, and so
So-
everybody
I was
got
killing
really
the zombies
distracted.
that were behind
Oh.
you.
I was hoping to find
Oh,
teddy
thanks,
bears
Shell.
and server racks, but I have not.
Why were we
Yeah,
trying
Oh,
to
I-
find
I,
I-
server
where
racks?
that came from.
I feel like I don't think we should try and riff tracks or like try what anybody else does. I feel like what we should do is actually kind of hold a competition where we like where we watch a bad movie.
Competition.
Yeah, it's like the mission is to find the worst movie. So we watch one movie and then we leave it up to everybody else to pick a worse movie than that, and by order of elimination we find the worst movie.
Well,
The worst movie ever.
I know
Yeah.
I've already seen one of the worst movies that was ever
The
created.
worst of the worst.
It's been like systematically put on the worst lists for like sci-fi films, but there's
No, I was
this
just
film
joking
called.
because there's a series I watched called The Best of the Worst.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was called Supernova.
But we're like,
Look,
no,
Keith,
it's just actually the worst of worst worst.
If we just call it the worst of the worst, maybe you can get Red Letter Media to notice you senpai,
Stealing
and
their
then,
idea.
No. Then Keith can become the Red Letter Media.
If we're trying to find the worst movies ever, though, then it might. That's. That can get too bad.
I was gonna say, like,
There's some real
why do
bullshit
you
on
think?
Netflix.
Why do you want to just like
Yeah.
watch like not only like one terrible movie, but like an assortment of them?
Yeah, and like the worst movies are boring.
Well,
Like,
no,
boring
like,
bad.
It would have to be one
Wait,
of
there
those.
was a portal over here. What was it?
It would have to be one of those
was a
where we
triumph
like kind of
shell.
figure out some kind
It
of
was like a
criteria.
triumph.
It was a dimension door of some sort, and it disappeared before I could get to it.
Holy shit, bees are deadly.
Yeah.
That was awful.
Back to
I
that
didn't like
topic.
any of that.
Oh yeah, there's just a line of bees up there.
Bees don't even
Sounds
fly
like-
in lines.
No, I mean there's like several swarms, but they're all adjacent to one another, so they create
enough blue
just an
Sounds like you
impenetrable
might
area.
need some kind of
Yeah,
bee
let's
doctor.
activate it when you're ready.
Watch Hell Comes to Frogtown if you want to see a bad movie. See, that sounds like the kind of bad movie I'd like to see. It has to have like, it has to be so like the concept has to be irredeemably garbage.
Like
to begin with.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, like it can't just be like, you know, Joe and Wanda's first date, and it's just like literally the shittiest rom-com ever. Like nobody wants to watch that.
That-
But Hell Comes to Frogtown. Now that sounds something like something from the get-go that's going to be irredeemable garbage. But I
still like
can't
Night of
help
the
but
Lepus.
want to see it.
There's a really
What?
there's a really
Night of the Lepus.
embarrassing.
Lepus?
Yeah, it's about
Is it a rabbit thing?
Yeah, it's a movie about a bunch of bunnies that like are genetically modified to be superior killing machines. So it's literally just like
And they're from the kingdom of
it's funny. It's a movie. So the whole movie is like interjected with basically footage of close-up shots of bunnies like running in through some fields. But they
Okay.
try to make them look really big because they're supposed to be giant killer rabbits. But even if you like zoom in on a bunny, there's no way to make it look big. So it's just like this like just a close-up shot of a running rabbit.
So like it'll be like a city and then like a macro shot of a rabbit.
Yes. And they don't show the bunnies like in the city because that throws off the illusion. So it just shows the bunnies running up to the city and then
And then the
Sounds
city
like-
blowing up.
yes,
Kinda thing.
basically.
Sounds like a
Yep.
sounds like a movie you could ruin by just playing that one like peaceful meadow song every time you cut to the bunnies.
Starting
Yeah,
now.
that would actually
You've got
do a
5
very good
seconds to
job
change your
because it's literally just like a bunch of running bunnies.
mind. You got this, Commander.
Lady Bird loves that movie. She says it's her the most adorable horror movie she's ever seen.
Red Horrible.
Seed of Chucky.
I don't. It's actually legitimately entertaining to a point because it's actually really cute.
I think you missed my pun and responded with a legitimate
No,
answer.
I heard. What'd you say?
They get to pretend to be like their
I don't know how to get up there, screw it.
Run through models of towns and stuff.
Yep. It is very adorable.
Oh, we're defending Atlas.
We are?
Oh, where
I
is
mean,
the Atlas?
if you want.
Nah.
Yeah, I haven't even found it.
Eventually, this game will demand our attention.
Yeah, eventually this game will.
So
Actually
effectively
challenge
you guys
us.
have to get through all of Stonehaven, and then you get to Plankerton, and it's like, by the way, you know how like the last part was like super easy?
We're taking damage, guys.
No. And then you die, and you're like, really? You
Does
couldn't
anyone
figure out
remember
how to-
the name of the air quotes actor that was like Malibu's Most Wanted and stuff?
Malibu's most
I have
wanted.
no idea what we're talking about.
Oh wait, Jamie Kennedy. I think he had like the Jamie Kennedy experience and stuff. Experiment.
Oh.
So he made a really embarrassing documentary that's really awful and is a great credit to how wrong Rotten Tomatoes can be because it has like a 90% or something I think. It's called Heckler or Heckle.
Oh, I know what you're
is
talking about.
The most, it's basically the most angry I've ever been watching a movie. I have some detailed like review I wrote up at one point because I was just in a bad mood from it. So it starts off, for the first half, it's about hecklers at comedy events, as in like people that interfere with the comedy act and like how disruptive that is, and like how some people can really turn it into a part of the show and some people can't and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a thing about stand-up comedy, sure. Then out of nowhere, for no reason, it becomes this really self-absorbed thing about how actually all film critics are also hecklers and should be burned, and Malibu's Most Wanted was amazing, and Jamie Kennedy's amazing, and no one can ever criticize Malibu's Most Wanted because it's actually a great movie. That's what it
Wait, so
means.
he made this movie more or less being like, my shit
The
was
second half of the
good.
movie's completely masturbatory about how great he is.
Wait,
and
so it's just
it
all I'm
culminates-
beyond criticism kind of thing?
Yeah, it culminates in him unironically tracking down a film critic to where he lives and just like trying to demean him and embarrass him because he's like he's calling him out for being a nerd and making fun of him in his own home because he once said Malibu's Most Wanted wasn't a good movie, and it's like the most embarrassing possible thing for Jamie Kennedy, and he put it out on purpose thinking it makes him look good, and it is hilarious. It is the worst shit.
I mean,
It sounds really
it's
funny.
And it's so infuriating because it's anti-criticism of every level. Like, just all film critics shouldn't exist, basically. It's like, what the
when we were
fuck?
when we were in art school, I know there was like definitely one critique that I did where like afterwards the person would like follow me around and like kind of nitpick every bit of artwork that I ever did, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this does nothing to like delegitimize my opinion. I'm not entirely sure what you're trying to do here.
Whoa, I jumped off the world? I was
Yeah,
not
you can
paying
jump off the
attention.
cliffs.
What's
I'm
down
just
there?
baffled by the idea that fucking Malibu's Most Wanted is the hill someone wants to die on.
Have
I
you
mean,
ever
it's the
seen that
only
movie
hill
though? It's
he
pretty
has. It's the only hill that man has, Keith.
Nah, he had
he
the
had a television
Jamie Kennedy
show.
experiment. It was
Yeah.
a television show. A really stupid, shitty television show.
Yeah, because he's a person that's not in anything good. There's a scene about him being in a hot tub with the Oompa Loompa from the remake of Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, and like him being like talked down to because by the Oompa Loompa actor because his movie got a higher Rotten Tomatoes score. I'm like, what the fuck is this movie?
That's actually really funny.
I'm like, what
That's
is this
really
movie?
funny.
What is this movie even trying to say? I don't think
Wait,
Jamie
Movies
he was
aren't
Kennedy
about the
knows-
criticizing-
message, dude.
He was criticizing an Oompa Loompa.
I don't think that Jamie Kennedy knows what documentaries are for.
Documentaries are used to get back at all the people who told you you couldn't.
Yeah.
It
Duh.
amounts to being one of those angry rant vlogs, basically, where somebody is like taking a stance against some other person as in their half of a YouTube drama, basically.
I will admit, I actually kind of did that the other day. I've been playing a strategy game, and people have been like super dickish about like nitpicking what I'm doing. So like my last episode was on an easier difficulty, so I'm like, I'm just gonna take the piss out of everybody that's being kind of dicks in the comments. It's like, this is why people shut off the comment sections. I don't know if it was the right thing to do, but it felt good.
Oh, Andrew went full spite because he kept cutting out all the parts of The Witness where he was trial and
Solving
erroring
the
the
puzzles.
Because frankly,
Yeah.
he's really bad at
Oh.
The Witness, and so
Oh.
Oh
he
yeah,
was-
no, I mean, I did the same
he's
thing,
amazingly
but I was-
bad at The Witness. But in his final video, in a video where people kept complaining about all the edits he did, he just like, I'm just gonna leave like an hour of unedited
again!
nonsense, and just like, it was like a
too
pure
close to
spite
the
episode.
edge.
I'm like, I don't think that's the best thing. The best.
I mean,
approach.
think
That
about
was-
it this way.
That was Hall of the Mountain.
Fuck you,
King for me.
fans.
It's like the fantastic, sarcastic quote from Plinkett. It's good to show contempt for your audience.
I never did the Hall of the Mountain King puzzle.
Most people won't be able to.
Yeah,
I
it was.
Never
it
even
was
saw
what
it.
killed me. I actually need
You have
to
to,
go back.
you
and,
have
like,
to have basically finished most of everything else at that point. Like it's deep
Yeah.
down the
I-
list of things to find.
Yeah, I didn't care after a little while. Like, I beat the game, and I was like, I could get more shit,
actually,
but oh well.
I actually thought
But did you
had
beat
to
the
complete
game?
It. I thought you had to complete it to beat the game. So
Yeah.
I never
mean, you
beat the
kinda-
game.
Arguably, you beat the game when you see the credits roll,
I have not seen the
And-
credits roll.
and the ending where you're in an elevator does not have a credit sequence.
I don't
I
know
got
then.
into an elevator, and then I was on the water. Was that the ending?
That is ending A, or the false ending, or easy ending, or whatever you want to call it. There are many endings.
As long as what the hell happened? What? What?
But there is definitely a credit sequence in that series, in that game, that is the definitive like ending.
Huh. Whatever.
I don't like it when games do that. I don't know.
I do admit, in my missed playthrough, for the next episode, I'm probably gonna have to speed up one puzzle just because I didn't realize you could hold down a lever.
Aww.
Myst basically handles it the same way that Nier does. Except Nier rolls the credits on the fake endings too.
Yeah. Except for Nier also tells you that it was a fake ending, like straight
They didn't
face.
used
Like, by
to.
the way,
They didn't used to tell you they were fake endings. Sony added like a PR message directly into the game to warn people that this is not actually the ending.
I appreciated that in Automata though. It's just like, by the way, stick around. There's more to this game. I was like, yay. Though I guess if they hadn't done that, I would have played it off as
I mean,
like,
in
oh,
the witness,
that's the ending. See you guys later.
In the witness, if you're exploring and everything, you absolutely know you're not done with the game yet when you get to the elevator, because there's clearly unresolved shit all over the place that you never got around to.
If Bird insults us, it's still better than having Bird ignore us.
Now, did
whatever.
dying take away my badges? Because I had a gold one, I think.
Vertical space laser, that's how you
Or
know
was
it's a
it-
sci-fi game.
Or was it showing me that I was about to get gold but didn't?
Is the laser shooting up into space or down from space? That's the mystery.
It's clearly-
That's part of the fun.
It's implied to be going up. Yeah,
How
vertical lasers
how can you look at a laser beam and tell which direction it's going?
Because it's a plasma stream that's going upward,
Oh.
and the camera sweeps upward to suggest that that's the direction of motion.
I'm
It's
just saying, like,
cinematography.
you ever looked at a laser beam? Not so easy to tell which direction it's moving.
As somebody who loves sci-fi movies and sci-fi games, getting real tired of vertical space lasers now. Being like this universal technology explanation. It's
It's how you send data up to space.
Like vertical space laser is how Mass Effect 3 ends. It's how Mass Effect Andromeda ends. It might have even happened in Mass Effect 1 at the end too. And like it happens in every sci-fi movie. Like it's a vertical space laser. That means this thing's important, and this is sci-fi.
Woohoo! Only the freshest ingredients.
So I've actually been saving my V-Bucks in this game. I wish it would tell us. I wish there was a way I could. Oh, there it is. Daily rewards. So in 2 more days, we might be getting another one of those like big spam packs of llamas.
Hey, Commander,
Yeah.
I was letting some samples process and practicing my
I could be wrong. It's just day 7 was when we got a shit ton the other day. And then we've got another purple llama coming up in 2 more days. I'm like, it could be nice. Like it could be one of those. So I'm saving all of my V-Bucks so that when that day rolls around, I can buy like a ton more llamas and just be like, make it
Yes,
rain.
shower
Next
me in your llamas.
Next objective is home base Storm Shield Defense 4.
Cool. We'll deal with that.
Time to go back to the base all over again.
Hooray.
All right.
Like,
Hooray.